Hello everybody, and welcome to my brief talk on what I think my dissertation will be about. I think it's important to talk about these things out loud, in case you get new ideas, but I do have a lot of ideas at the moment. So here they are. I think that the future of fashion could be digital, and I mean Roblox, and I mean Everskies, and I mean The Sims 4 custom content. This is what I will be talking about. For Roblox, I've only just started getting into it because I decided it was a good idea, because it seems to be what Generation Alpha is using a lot. It's one of those platforms where everything is user created, and that seems to be like the real, when something really works, because I've been playing Dress to Impress, the obvious thing to do when you're talking about digital fashion, because I've seen so many YouTubers and content creators, influencers playing Dress to Impress, and I think it's crazy cool that there's this massive like community of people who are like just really engaged in digital fashion. I think it's cool because they also cycle through the fashion, and so month to month you keep up with the trends. And I think it's cool that it's free completely. I mean, you have the VIP option, as with a lot of these things, but if you want it to be free, you can still play the game, and you can still place first. I placed first once today, and third once today. Sometimes it's got silly themes, and sometimes it's got quite serious themes, but it allows a range of people that are interested in a range of fashion to explore and experiment, because you only have 5 minutes, and so I tend to go a little bit more like over the top because I'm like stressed out because I've only got 5 minutes, so my creative brain doesn't have time to say, actually that looks stupid. So it means that people pull really crazy looks sometimes, and I love seeing what people do, the creativity of people, the competitive element. It really pushes me, I feel, to go further with my outfits, and it makes me want to keep playing the game. So I think that's really cool, and I think that it's cool that you have the codes that you can put in for the user created outfit. Not only are you not playing as yourself, but you're not even playing as your Roblox avatar, you're playing as a completely different person, and it feels like you can reinvent yourself, and you're on a very level playing field. Because I did find that in Roblox my avatar is like embarrassingly bad. It's the default guy with a pretzel on the back, because I don't know how to change anything. I'm not really interested in that avatar. I'm only interested in Dress to Impress because it's serving, and the Roblox avatars do not serve like they could, but they're for children, and children aren't supposed to serve, so I suppose it makes sense. The second thing that I want to talk about is a game that I've been playing since lockdown. It's called Everskies, and again it's an online game, and the real kicker with this, so it's like a very, very retro game. It's giving like Girls Go Games kind of vibes, except that all of the clothing is user created, and it's got like, you've got limited time drops, you've got a secondhand resale site, and that all just means that there's this crazy online economy on that game, which is like the coolest thing ever. Yeah, you can totally mark up like resale stuff, you have to try and get the limited time drops, you have to be so finger on the pulse, and I personally, and I didn't even really like know what I was doing until I realised I had like 4,000 items in my wardrobe, and lots of them are rare or like super rare. They have like this tier, and I have favourite designers in this game, the same as in real life, I find. And I wait for them to upload clothing, and often their clothing will cost a bit more, but I like the style of it. It's very like cool to me, whereas you can also get just like cheap stuff. You can get free stuff, like it's like friggin' Shein, you know, it's like too good to be true, this item costs like £1. It's like that, where you can like buy something that's really cheap, except you know that it's not like forced labour, it's just that this person decided they want to upload a piece of clothing that they made for £1 or for 1 Stardust, because then thousands of people will buy it, and suddenly they'll have thousands of Stardust. I have been playing The Sims 4 since I was very little. There is no barrier to entry anymore for this, like the digital fashion part of it. There is The Sims 4 itself, the base game, you can download completely for free, and Maxis said that, or I think it might be EA, said that all custom content has to be free, And so it is, and if it's not, they can, like, sue them or something, I don't know. But you don't want to be sued by EA, do you? So yeah, The Sims 4 custom content is completely free, and they have some amazing stuff. In fact, it's better than any of the stuff you could buy from The Sims for your Sims to wear. Like, the official stuff is not as good, basically, in my opinion. I'm sorry, EA, but I think it's true. Compared to the stuff that these people are making, and the quickness that they turn out these things. As soon as something is trendy, boom, you can find it anywhere that you want for The Sims 4, and the quality will be just as good, and it will fit right into your game. And you can also choose if you want it to fit into your game, or if you want to completely retexture The Sims 4 and have all your Sims look really realistic. It's called Alpha. Or you can have Maxis matches when it looks very sort of fits into the game. And I've chosen Maxis Match because I like a cohesive theme and I like a game that's stylised. Because of the production chain, there's no harvesting the materials, making the materials into fabrics, shipping the fabrics off for someone to turn it into clothing, shipping the clothing off to a retailer, shipping from the retailer to you. You don't even have to try it on before you download it. You just download it and then you try it on. And then if it works for you, you keep it, and if it doesn't, then you don't keep it. The Sims 4 has, it's embraced custom content in more than one way. For instance, when they added the idea of tanning and getting tan lines into The Sims 4, they updated it especially so that custom content creators, their clothes can give Sims custom tan lines if they so want, which I think is really, really special. So, you know, The Sims 4 does not have any G-strings in-game, for instance, but you could give your Sim a tan in a G-string really high up, and then they got the little tan line when they're wearing low-rise jeans. For instance, you know, one of many things that you could do if you so wanted to in The Sims 4. I think it's crazy cool, all of it. I'm mind-boggled every single day at what the Sims 4 community can make, at what the Everskies community can make, and at what the Roblox communities can make. And I think that all of this digital fashion is such a positive way forward for fashion, because it's so much more sustainable and so much more ethical. There are things like influencer events and the idea of looking up to someone because they have something that you're working towards, but you can still work towards things in Everskies. And events have been happening online for ages. I don't mean like the lame meta ones, I mean like Minecraft players who've been collabing on Minecraft servers for years and years and years. And the idea of having like digital events, and obviously, you know, you lose things when you lose the physical. I'm a big advocate for going out and doing physical things, but I think unfortunately we've lost a lot of that already, and that maybe the physical will become more and more just a personal thing and less of a performative thing. And so we don't have to wear fancy clothes outside. We live through our avatars in terms of our social standing and feeling cool and whatever, and then we go outside, we touch grass, we read a book in the park if our attention spans can handle it, and we do it all over again. So yeah, this is my case for digital fashion. This is my first draft of my dissertation, if you will, and maybe I'll come back and do more updates as I research more and learn more about. I'm going to do NFTs next. Wish me luck. The Bored Ape Yacht Club sounds like an absolutely riveting time. However, I will not be joining for the small price of 6,000. That's the high end. The low end is only a couple hundred for a bad photo of an ape. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm gonna go now. It's been lovely talking to you, getting this all off my chest. I hope you have a great day, not just a good day. Who says that? Anyway, it's a good phrase. Oh, it's the Bamarosh girl off TikTok.